go, baby.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. My name is Tanek127, and welcome back to Tanek FPS. And guys, in today's video, I got a really interesting game that I do want to show you guys and talk about. And enjoy the gameplay in the background because this is STARSEIGE DEADZONE. This is their new alpha gameplay teaser that they released about 2 or 3 weeks ago now. I'm gonna say, and the gameplay, is looking pretty clean, pretty good, and stuff like that. And just big fat disclaimer here. I do know a decent amount of this game and stuff like that. There is currently like public alpha playtests going on, so I'm gonna leave links to all that stuff down in the description where you guys can go and join their public Discord, where you guys can go and try and sign up for their alpha. You actually just go on Steam and sign up. It's really not that difficult, and eventually they do let everyone in. Just so you know, STARSEIGE DEADZONE is being developed by Prophecy Games, which is a sister studio of Hi-Rez Studios. So you guys know how Hi-Rez works with getting people involved when they're alphas and betas. They're really open and good with getting massive amounts of people involved with their games. So trust me, if you go and sign up, you will get in eventually. Same way it was with Rogue Company back in the day when Smite was in alpha, when Paladins was in beta, and yada yada yada. You guys know the drill. If you've played any high-res title since alpha or beta, you know how this works. It evolves over time, becomes the full game, etc., 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 etc. This is probably going to be no different. But I want to talk about STARSEIGE DEADZONE today because I'm actually concerned. Now, I don't mean to make this a critical kind of video or anything because I'm going to say straight up, newsflash. I have played STARSEIGE DEADZONE. I don't know if there's any type of NDA or anything for showing gameplay or anything. That's why I decided to just go ahead and use their trailer. But, I've played in a test for STARSEIGE DEADZONE. It's not a bad game at all. That has nothing to do with why I'm concerned. The gunplay is pretty good. It's a really fun concept. For those who don't know, it is a loot-based extraction shooter. So think games like Vigor, Escape from Tarkov, Deceive Inc., DMZ, stuff like that. You guys know the drill by now with these extraction-based shooters. However, the reason I'm concerned is one of two things. The first thing is going to be their previous game, and the second thing is going to be because of some of Hi-Rez's studio's moves within the past couple years. And I'm going to lay all that down in this video. Now, newsflash. This video is not meant to be, negative to say, hey, don't play STARSEIGE DEADZONE, the game's going to fail or anything like that. I'm just telling you guys why I'm concerned and why, me and especially Hi-Rez Studios do not see eye to eye right now. Like, I am not happy with anything Hi-Rez is doing at the current moment. And I want to stress that here in this video. And I'm not really happy with STARSEIGE DEADZONE. I'm going to tell you guys why. Roughly, I'm going to say 7 or 8 months ago here on the channel, I uploaded a video for you guys showcasing you gameplay of a new extraction shooter coming called STARSEIGE Raiders. Yeah, did that game ever come to be anything? No. Now, according to what they have said in the Discord, Raiders is still happening and not going anywhere. However, from the way it looks is they have taken all of their focus and shifted it to this new DEADZONE version of it. It takes place in the same universe, same type of characters and stuff like that. Now, I don't know too much about the STARSEIGE lore, so, don't quote me on that. Don't even let me get started or get deep into there. But this is, another game, a side version of a game that's not here yet. And you guys see why I'm concerned. Like, STARSEIGE Raiders is still in a very early alpha. You're still able to sign up for tests for PC and console. The console version has been nowhere to be found yet. I don't even think you can play it on consoles yet. And they're already starting putting a heavy focus on this. And they're making the same promises that they did with STARSEIGE Raiders. And that's where my concern comes in, because you guys have started this brand new project. You made all these promises with Raiders that have not yet come to fruition. And now you're making the same promises with this game. And this is going to, go into my big problem with Hi-Rez as a whole, because yes, Prophecy Games is their own studio, but they are a sister studio of Hi-Rez Studios. Hi-Rez has this really silly habit lately for constantly changing their vision on things mid-development, mid-cycle, or, just middle of a game's life cycle. And it hasn't been working out. I'm going to talk to you guys about some of Hi-Rez's games, and then I'm going to tell you, why things are the way they are. Now, I want y'all to look at Hi-Rez's previous track records of games. I want y'all to look at Smite, and I want you to look at Paladins. I want you to look at Rogue Company. I want you to look at Divine Knockout. A lot of these games, they all have something in common, but one has, a higher success story than the others. Now, say what you want about Hi-Rez. A lot of people, come at them for mocking games of, other genres and other things, stuff like that. People always say, they make games that are like something else, like Smite to League of Legends, Paladins to Overwatch and stuff like that. Me personally, that's what I like about Hi-Rez. They always, create an alternative for everybody that's also comes to console, gets crossplay and stuff like that. And, and they make a solid alternative game for people who don't want to just strictly play on PC. Like, for example, Hi-Rez, they gave us a giant cross-play MOBA when Riot has left console players hanging with Wild Rift. So, I'm not mad at Hi-Rez for that. But the problem is they keep changing visions with their game. Now, if you look at Smite, right? Smite is probably one of their most successful, if not their most successful game. The thing with Smite is the vision never changed. They stuck to what it was. They made it a MOBA. It stuck to being a MOBA. It has been around. It has been in competitive esports. It still is in esports to this day. It's a huge popular MOBA out there. And it stuck to its vision. It's been successful. But ever since Smite, it's like they like changing things up. Now, Paladins, despite how Paladins is today, Paladins had a great track record. It was competitive. It had a big esports scene for a while. Paladins was killing it for a long time. So, I won't even discredit Paladins. But somewhere along that line, when they got into Rogue Company, things changed. Rogue Company started as, a round-based one-life shooter. And then they changed it to this respawn, third-person COD-like thing with an economy system. Same thing with Divine Knockout. Divine Knockout started as, like an objective-based hero brawler. Then they changed it again to strictly be a third-person Smash Brothers. And both of those games have suffered because of it. And STARSEIGE DEADZONE, I look at this, in the same way because it started as STARSEIGE Raiders. If you guys remember, when you look at the gameplay of Raiders, it was bigger. It was open world, there was a lot more, like larger areas. There was a lot more advanced movement and stuff like that in the gunfights and the combat and everything. And then they changed it to this close corridor style game. Now, apparently, both of these games are supposed to be two different games, which is, cool, fine, whatever. But it just, it bothers me how Raiders doesn't get much shine anymore, and now the focus is on Deadzone. Like, I just feel like, that whole vision thing that they did with Rogue Company and Divine Knockout is happening again. And that's why I'm really concerned with Deadzone. Because, what if Deadzone doesn't do what they want, exactly what they want to do? What are you going to do? You're going to add Team Deathmatch to Deadzone, turn it into Halo? Like, I'm serious. I wonder what Hi-Rez is thinking when they make a lot of these choices. And this really gets me concerned for, any of their future titles. Because over the past few years, they've been releasing these games. For some odd reason, somebody higher up or something doesn't believe in the vision. It magically changes, and then the game fails. Like, compare Rogue Company Year 1 to where Rogue Company is now. Rogue Company Year 1 stuck to Rogue Company's original vision. Rogue Company did great Year 1. Now Rogue Company is damn near dead. Look at Divine Knockout, where it started, and now, where it is right now. Same thing, not that Divine Knockout is doing terrible or anything, but, when Divine Knockout first released and when it was first getting in its alpha stages, it was getting real hyped up and it had its, its variety, it was a lot more popular. I'm just saying, guys, that's just something that really crosses my mind when it comes to Hi-Rez, Prophecy Games, whoever, all of their companies. I hope they just learn to stick to their guns on what they make, because I feel like, a lot of their games are just going to keep following this same suit if they just keep doing the same thing. But I don't know. That's just me. Let me know how you guys are feeling about it down in the comments below. Am I looking into this too much? Maybe I am. Could STARSEIGE Deadzone blow up and I'd be completely wrong? Yeah, cool. I'll be more than happy for them. I'm just saying, guys, I've been a big Hi-Rez fan for a long time, and this just honestly concerns me. Like I said, let me know how y'all feeling down in the comments below. Y'all enjoyed today's video. Smash that like. I'll see y'all on the next one. Peace out. Have a good one.